Hi, welcome to another episode on Nigeria under Buhari's watch on Let's Talk About It. On Sunday, 21st August 2022, the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Hassan Nasiha, declared that banditry kingpin Bello Turji has repented and embraced a peace proposal by the Zamfara State government. Turji is a notorious Nigerian terrorist and bandit leader who led a bandit gang on the massacre of about 200 women and children in January 2022. This is not to mention his attack on a bus in Sabon Bini in December 2021, where they set on fire the passengers inside the bus, killing about 30 persons, or the open fire at the bazaar in Sokoto, which claimed the lives of over 60 civilians. The Deputy Governor added that the peace committee set up by the Zamfara government met with 9 bandit groups in their camps at Magami and Dansadua Emirates. Isn't this mind-boggling? This is to say that Nigerians who have reiterated that the government knows the hideout of the bandits terrorizing the country were not far from the truth. The government has only pretended to be handicapped at fighting insecurity in the country. Well, Mr. Nasiha also added that Turji's repentance has resulted in peace in local government areas within the state, and that Turji now kills unrepentant bandits, unleashing terror on innocent citizens. So what are you saying, Mr. Deputy Governor? That his sins are forgiven and the innocent lives he snatched are avenged because he now kills terrorists? Whatever happens to applying the Nigerian Criminal Code for murderers? And what is the federal government's stand on this? Similarly, the pardon granted by the Council of States to former governors Joshua Dariye and Nyame, the only ex-governors convicted for corruption under Buhari, remains in conflict with Buhari's avowed commitment to the fight against corruption. How about the recommendation by the Presidential Advisory Committee on Prerogative of Mercy, chaired by the AGF, that Francis Atuche, a former bank chief executive, be released after just 1 year in jail out of his 6-year jail term for stealing 25.7 billion naira? Let's talk about the controversial fuel subsidy regime. It is indeed ridiculous that no public entity, including the Minister of Finance, Budget and Planning, or the National Assembly with oversight powers over public expenditure, can state with certainty the quantity of fuel consumed daily in Nigeria. The House of Representatives estimates that Nigeria consumes between 40 and 45 million litres daily. Meanwhile, the NNPC Limited uses between 65 and 100 million litres per day to determine subsidy charges. The Buhari's administration has condoned this discrepancy for the past 7 years, despite public demands for accountability. Government revenues go into private pockets, dodgy accounts of ministries, departments, and agencies of the government. With no political will to push policies through, most NDAs and political appointees see their offices as a gold mine for personal benefits. A regime that allowed a former comptroller of Nigeria Customs Service who stole 40 billion naira to return just 1.5 billion naira in a plea bargain, and allowed an accountant general of the Federation to allegedly siphon 109 million naira, makes a mockery of its anti-corruption campaign. It appears the EFCC could have made progress on the anti-corruption campaign, but for the serial interference of the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. This sparked a conflict between the AGF and the former chairman of the commission, Ibrahim Magu, and eventually set up events that led to Magu's suspension over alleged abuse of office. Also, a senator facing corruption trial sponsored a bill to amend the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. This bill seeks to ensure that case files are submitted to the office of the AGF by prosecuting agencies for his approval. The EFCC chairman Abdul Sharid Bawa and his ICPC counterpart Bolaji Owosanoye opposed the bill, stressing that it will constitute undue interference by the AGF, who is also a political appointee. In countries fighting corruption head-on, law enforcement agencies seize assets of the individuals under investigation until the owner proves the legitimacy of any such possession. The burden of proof of innocence is on the owner and not on the government, but only in Nigeria are people innocent until proven guilty. An anti-corruption precedent With no moral scruples in appointing tainted friends and individuals on corruption trial as ministers, as Buhari has repeatedly done, cannot be taken seriously. The president should reflect on all these issues and come to terms with the reality that on the score of his anti-corruption policies, he has clearly failed. That's all for now on Nigeria under Buhari's watch. See you next time on Let's Talk About It.